Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we're going to have another virtual class for Math 6103. So this is Calculus 2. Today we're going to discuss your Module 9 under Week 9, which is all about the derivative tree. Today is November 10, 2021. Our schedule is 1:10 to 2:40 p.m. So we have here the derivatives tree. This topic is dedicated almost exclusively to finding derivatives. At the end of this session, students will be able to 1. Understand and get the derivatives of a function using the chain rule and implicit differentiation, and apply higher order derivatives in interpreting derivatives. No? So last week we have discussed all about the power formula. Okay? So by this time, we're going to have the chain rule formula. So this here the chain rule formula. We now have a pretty good list of shortcuts to find the derivatives of simple functions. Of course, many of the functions that we will encounter are not so simple. What is needed is a way to combine derivatives rules to evaluate more complicated functions. Consider a simple composite functions. So y is equal to 6x minus 10. If we're going to factor that one, y will be 2 multiplied by 3x minus 5. If u is equal to 3x minus 5, then y is equal to 2 times u. No? From our formula, if they are going to equate this one as our u, okay, so therefore, okay, then y is equal to 2 times u from our formula. No? If y is equal to 6x minus 10, dy dx, derivative nito, is 6. Since derivative this one constant is 0. If y is equals to 2u, okay, derivative ng 2u is equals to 2. Okay? If u is equal to 3x minus 5, derivative ng 3x is equal to 3. Since this one is already constant. So, if we're going to have that one, this one is equal to 6, okay, is equal to 2 times 3. So, which means left and right are both equal. So, from our original equation, we have dy dx, or y is equal to 6x minus 10. So, this one represents your dy all over dx, or y, is equal to dy all over du, the derivative of y with respect to u, multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to dx. Okay? So, that is our new formula. dy dx is equal to dy all over du multiplied by du all over dx. If we're going to look on our equation that we have now, yung du dito, du we're going to cancel, di ba? So, big sabihin, dy dx is the same as dy all over dx. Okay? So, another function, if y is equal to 5u minus 2, okay, then y is equal to 5 multiplied by 3t minus 2. So, nag-equate po tayo, if u is equal to 3t, y will be 5 multiplied by 3t minus 2. Okay? So, if y is equal to 5t, 5 multiplied by 3t minus 2, so we have 15t minus 2. So, derivative dito is 15. And if y is equal to 5u minus 2, y is equal to 5. And if u is equal to 3t, okay? Okay, derivative ng u is equal to 3. So, therefore, 15 is equal to 5 times 3. So, 15 is the same as 15. So, another formula, dy dt is equal to dy all over du multiplied by du all over dt. Okay? And one more function, no? Y is equal to 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Y is equal to 3x plus 1 and then squared. So, if we're going to factor this one, we're going to have 3x plus 1 raised to 2. If u is equal to 3x plus 1, then y is equal to u squared for this one, no? U squared. So, this is our original function. Y is equal to 9x squared plus x plus 1. 2 times 10, we have 18x. That's our dy, no? 18x plus 6. If y is equal to u squared, dy is equal to 2u. If u is equal to 3x plus 1, du is equal to 3. So since u is equal to 3x plus 1, so 2 times 3, we have 6x, 2 times 1 is 2, multiplied by 3. So we have 3 by 6x, we have 18x, 3 by 2, we have 6. So we have 18 plus 6. So if we're going to simplify it further, dy dx is the same as dy all over du multiplied by du all over dx. So this pattern is called the chain rule formula. Okay? So that's our chain rule formula. Dy dx is the same as dy du multiplied by du all over dx. So dy dx is equal to dy over du multiplied by du all over dx. If f of g, so this your what we call the composition of function, yung may circle na maliit sa gitna, no? Hindi siya multiplication, no? F of g is the composite of y is equal to a function of u, and u is equal to g, which is a function of x. Then f of g prime, we're going to get the first derivative, is equal to f prime at u is equal to g sub x multiplied by g prime at x. Okay? So we have your example. Okay? F of x equal to sine x and g sub x equal to x squared minus 4. Find f of g prime at x is equal to 2. Okay? So f of prime, okay, is equal to cosine x. Derivative ng sine x is cosine x. Derivative ng g sub x equal to x squared minus 4, we have 2x. Okay, so we have g, which is a function of 2, is equal to 4, ito no, 2 squared, okay, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Ito siya, no? Yung value ng x natin is 2, no? If x is equal to 2, 2 squared is 4 minus 4, we have 0. So f prime 0 multiplied by g prime is equal to 2, okay? So cosine of x is equal to 0, no? So cosine of 0 multiplied by 2 times 2. Okay? If x is equal to 2, no? Okay? So 1 times 4 is equal to 4. That is our answer. Okay? So that's our first example. We could also do in this way, no? If the function of g sub x, so we are using the formula for the composite functions. Yung f of g, we're going to write f of g of x. So this is your inner function, this is your outer function. Is equal to sine x squared minus 4. The value of your g sub x is x squared minus 4, no? If y is equal to sine quantity x squared minus 4, if y is equal to sine u, and u is equal to x squared minus 4, dy du is equal to sine u. Derivative ng sine u is cosine u. Derivative nito, we have 2x. So dy all over dx is equal to dy divided by du multiplied by du all over dx. So dy all over dx is equal to cosine u, that is your dy all over du, multiplied by du all over dx, that is 2x. So simplify it further, dy dx is equal to cosine, our u is x squared minus 4, and then multiply by 2x. So cosine 2 squared, if x is equal to 2, minus 4, multiplied by 2 minus 2. So this one is cosine 0 is 1. Multiplied by 4, dy dx is equal to 4. So that is our answer. Okay? So ito, cosine 0, that is 1, no? Okay? Ito, it should be equal sign. 2 times 2 is equal to 4, no? Okay? So 1 times 4, the answer is 4. So you can have this one as your first solution. You can have this one as your second solution. So we have your example number 2. The derivative of cosine squared multiplied by 3x. Okay, with respect to dx. So we have cosine quantity 3x and then squared. Okay, so with this one, we're going to have our formula using the if we're going to simplify that, we have 2 cosine 3x multiplied by d all over dx, derivative ng cosine 3x. Using your power rule formula. This one represents your n, no? N, u raised to n is equal to u raised to n minus 1 multiplied by d all over dx. Okay? So, ito po siya, no? So, 2 cosine 3x multiplied by derivative ng cosine 3x. So, derivative of the outside function, okay? Derivative of the inside function. It looks like we need to use the chain rule again. Okay? So, using the chain rule again, this is now our formula. Derivative of cosine x is, okay, derivative cosine squared x is multiplied by 3x. Okay? So, we have cosine multiplied by 3x and then squared. So, to cosine 3x multiplied derivative dx cosine 3x, the chain rule can be used once more than once, no? So, 2 cosine 3x multiplied by negative sine 3x. Then, the derivative of 3x. Okay? Sabihin nun, the derivative of cosine is negative sine 3x. Then, we are going to have the derivative of 3x. Okay? Ito, dati pa rin siya, no? Yung 2 cosine 3x, no? So, we're going to get the derivative of cosine is negative sine. Then, derivative ng 3x, ito po siya. So, 2 cosine 3x multiplied by sine 3x multiplied by 3. Ito, no? Okay. So, derivative ng 3x is 3. So, negative 2 by 3, we have negative 6 cosine 3x sine 3x. That's what makes the chain in the chain rule. Kaya, tawag na chain rule kasi parang kadena, magkadugtong po sila, no? So, after simplification, this is now our final answer. We have negative 6 cosine 3x multiplied by sine 3x po siya. So, we have now the derivatives formulas including the chain rule. Okay? So, doon sa power rule po natin, what we have there is y is equal to x raised to n. What we have is nx raised to n minus 1. Using the chain rule formula, the derivative of u raised to n is equal to n multiplied by u raised to n minus 1 multiplied by du all over dx. Derivative ng sin u is cosine u. Derivative ng cosine u is negative sine u. Negative tangent u is equal to secant squared u multiplied by du all over dx. So, we already discussed this one, the derivatives of 6 trigonometric functions. Ito na yung formula po natin. So, this is our new formula, no? This is our chain rule formula. So, next we have your implicit differentiation. So, ano yung pagkakaiba po nila? To this point, we've done quite a few derivatives, but they have also been derivative of functions of the form y is equal to the function of x. Unfortunately, not all the functions that we're going to look at will fall into this form. This is not a function, but it would still be nice to be able to find the slope. Okay? So we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. So if we're going to have this one, this now the equation will be, I think this is circle, no? Kasi yung ellipse, x squared all over a plus y squared all over b is equal to 1. Okay? Or we can have this one as radius r squared is 1. From the equation of our circle, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, no? So if this is our equation, we're going to get the derivative of x squared with respect to dx plus the derivative of y squared with respect to dx equal to the derivative of 1 with respect to dx. So do the same thing to both sides. We're going to get their first derivative. So derivative ng x squared is 2x. Derivative ng y squared is 2y dy all over dx. Okay? So see now the difference, no? Kasi dito, derivative of x squared with respect to dx. Kaya naging 2x and then should be dx all over dx after getting the first derivative. So therefore, dx all over dx we're going to cancel. But for this one, in our second term, the derivative of y squared with respect to dx, we have 2y, then dy, derivative nito. Okay, 2y dy with respect to dx is equal to 0. Okay, derivative 1 is constant. So 2y dy all over dx, if we're going to transpose this one, we have negative 2x. So we're going to get the first derivative, dy all over dx equal to negative 2x all over 2y dy dx is equal to negative x all over y. So this is what we call your implicit differentiation. Okay? So this cannot be solved for y, no? We have also 2y is equal to, another example, x squared plus sine y. So derivative ng 2y, okay? So derivative of 2y with respect to dx, okay, is equal to the derivative of x squared with respect to dx, derivative ng sine y with respect to dx. So we have 2 dy all over dx. So derivative nito, no? 2 dy all over dx, derivative ng 2y is 2, no? And dy all over dx is equal to 2x, derivative nito is 2x, no? So again, yung dx all over dx, we're going to cancel. Kaya natira is only 2x. Then, derivative ng sine y is equal to cosine y dy all over dx. So, simplify it further, 2 dy all over dx, collecting like terms, minus cosine y dy all over dx, ito ilipat na, is equal to 2x. Ito nilipat natin, no? Kaya naging negative po siya. So, what we have here, simplify it further, collecting dy all over dx, factor dy all over dx, so we have 2, no? Then, minus cosine y is equal to 2x. So if we're going to solve for dy all over dx, the answer is 2x divided by 2 minus cosine y. So that is our answer. Okay? So this technique is called the implicit differentiation. If we're going to look on our formula, kumbaga bawat term ay kinukuha po natin yung first derivative po niya. That is implicit differentiation. Tulad dito, kinuha natin ito, kinuha rin natin yung differential or derivative ng bawat term. Okay? Individually. Okay? So that's this technique is called the implicit differentiation. Differentiate both WRT x, solve for dy all over dx. Sabihin yung WRT, that is yung mga bawat functions pa natin. Okay? So that is the example of implicit differentiation. So we have here another example. Find the equations of the lines tangent and normal to the curve, no? X squared minus xy plus y squared is equal to 7 at negative 1 and 2. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the equation of the line. Same time, tangent and normal to the curve. Solution? Since we cannot solve for y, we use implicit differentiation to solve for dy all over dx. Okay? So, dito, kukunin natin using the implicit. So, x squared minus xy plus y squared is equal to 7. Okay? So, derivative ng x squared is 2x. Derivative ng x at y, so we're going to use the formula, the function of u, derivative of u times v is equal to u dv plus v du. So we have u dv, x is our u, yung derivative ng y is dy all over dx, plus v, our v is y, derivative ng dx is dx all over dx is equal to 1. Okay, plus derivative ng y squared is 2y dy all over dx. Derivative ng 7 is equal to 0. Okay? So, simplified further, we have 2x minus x dy all over dx minus y. Didistribute natin yung negative sign po siya dito, no? Negative x, then negative y, plus 2y dy dx is equal to 0. So, next, collecting dy all over dx or like terms. So, factor this one, we have dy all over dx, we have 2y, then minus x for this one, no? Kasi positive ito, kaya siya nauna. Is equal to, we have y, ito ilipat natin, naging positive y, ito nilipat natin, maging negative 2x. So, therefore, dy all over dx is equal to y minus 2x divided by 2y minus x po siya. So, from our formula, m is equal to 2 minus 2x divided by 2y minus x. Okay? So, by this time, our x is negative 1. So, 2 times negative 1 po siya. And our y is equal to 2. Then, minus 1. So, simplifying further, we have 2 plus 2 divided by 4 plus 1, which means our slope is 4 all over 5. Okay? So, that's our answer. That's our slope, no? Next, if our slope is equal to 4 all over 5, tangent is equal to, from our equation, y minus 2 is equal to 4 all over 5 x plus 1. Okay? So, that's our formula, no? We have x plus 1. Okay? So, is equal to y minus 2. Okay? So, saan galing ito, no? Y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. Okay? So, yung ano natin po dito, okay? Yung y minus y1, ito siya, no? We have y minus 2, no? That is our y minus y1. Then x minus x1. So, our x1 is negative 1, kaya naging plus 1 po siya. That's our equation, no? So, we have 4 all over 5x plus 4 all over 5, no? So, y minus 2 is equal to, y is equal to 4 divided by 5x plus 14 divided by 5. So, that is our answer. This is now the equation of our tangent line, no? Okay? So, next we have yung 2, nilipat po natin siya dito, no? So, yung 2, magiging lipat po siya natin siya dito. So, plus 2. Our LCD is 5. So, 5 divided by 1 is 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4. So, naging 14 all over 5. Okay, so that's our equation of the tangent line. So, next one now, the equation of the normal line. Y minus 2 is equal to negative 5 all over 4 x plus 1. So, from our figure dito, ano yung pagkakaiba ng tangent line sa normal line? When say normal line, this is now the line perpendicular to the given tangent line. Okay? So, yun po yung difference ng tangent line sa normal line. So, from our figure, this represents our tangent line. Kaya pag titingnan po natin, meron tayong positive slope. The equation of the line, m is equal to 4 all over 5. So, ito yung positive slope po natin. So, ngayon, if we're going to have a perpendicular line, 90 degrees po siya, ibig sabihin doon, yung equations po natin, this is our new slope line. And that slope line represents the negative slope. So, gagawin po natin, babaliktarin po natin yung slope po natin, and then after that, we're going to indicate negative. Kasi, pababa po na siya. Okay? Which is perpendicular to the tangent line. Kaya naging negative 5 all over 4 siya. Ito yung slope nung normal line po natin. Ito yung slope nung tangent line po natin. So, simplified further, y is equal to negative 5 all over 4 x plus 3 all over 4. So, this is now the equations of your tangent line, and this is now the equations of your normal line. Okay? And difference is only the slope, no? Baliktad po siya, and then negative. So, next we have your another example, no? Find for y prime. X cubed y5 plus 3x equal to 8y cubed plus 1. Solution. First, differentiate both sides with respect to x, and then remember that its y is really y x. We just aren't going to write it anyway in that way anymore. This means that the first term the left will be produced product rule. Okay? Ito siya, no? Here's the differentiation of its function. So, 3x squared y to the 5. Kunin natin yung first derivative nito. So, we have 3x squared y to the 5. So, using the formula UdV plus BdU. Okay, UdV plus BdU. 5x cubed. Ito siya, no? Then, y to the 4th. Okay? Yung x cube dito, ito na siya, no? Yung x cube, ito siya. Then 5, base natin, y to the 4th, no? Okay? 5x cube, y to the 4th, y prime. Derivative dito, plus 3 is equal to 24, y squared, y prime. So ito, 3 by 8 is 24, y squared, y prime. Or that's your dy all over dx. Now, all that we need to do is to solve for the derivative y prime. This is just a basic solving algebra that you are capable of doing. Get all the terms with y prime in them on one side, all the terms without y prime in them on the other. Then factor y prime out of the terms containing it, and then divide both sides by the coefficient of the y prime. Here's the solving work for this one. Okay? So, i-arrange na po natin, no? 3x squared y to the 5th plus 3. So, lahat po ng walang y prime sa kaliwa, lahat ng may y prime sa kanan. So, 24 y squared y prime minus 5x cubed y to the 4th y prime. So, y prime is common, ipa-factor po natin, kaya naging ganito po siya. So, therefore, y prime will be 3x squared y to the 5th plus 3 divided by 24y squared minus 5x cubed y to the 4th. That represents your first derivative. Okay? Using the implicit function. Okay? So that ends our discussion for today, which is all about derivatives 3. Thank you.